Well, good morning everyone. Today is Wednesday morning and we're gonna go get some chores done again. That's how we start every day. And today I've got my two helpers again, Nigel and Amy Ray. So the big question is, why are these two helping me today instead of the other two? And maybe they can answer that question.
They have to do schoolwork at home.
How come? Why don't you?
Because we start next week.
Ah. So these two, because of COVID, are not going back to school this week, so they're at home for an extra week. Hopefully they're going to open up the schools next week and then get back to school. The older ones who are in high school, they are still doing they're going back to their studies via online learning. So they started today, so they're staying home and they're behind their computers trying to get started and get back into school mode. I don't think they're having an easy time of it, but that's the real world. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So we got everyone fed their grain and mixed up a bunch of feed. And now Amy Ray's just pushing up to give them a little more hay. So we've got them all in the barn here again, as we mentioned before. And it's nice to be able to keep a close eye on them as we're getting closer to their due dates. A lot of these will have quite different due dates. Some of them could be due any day. There's a few in there you'll see that they're pretty bagged up and pretty round, which is a good thing. So we're really due to start any time, and it could run all the way up till April. So I'm sure in February the majority of these mature ewes are going to be lambing, and then I know exactly when these ewe lambs will be due. That first group over there, this group is due in May. They're getting bred right now. I think all of them have been bred. If you look at their backs, there's only one here that does not have red on it, so most of them have been bred likely. And this group here is due to lamb in March. So looking forward to see what kind of lambs we're going to get. Ram Albert is new to us. He came to us from Alberta, and he's some new bloodlines that we're bringing in, so we're curious to see what his lambs will look like and what kind of genetics he's going to bring to the table in order to improve what we do here. But yeah, that's just about wraps up chores here. We're just going to finish pushing up some hay. Kids like to help, and it's good for them to do. It's good for them to learn what goes on here. It's good times. Hey Sandy, what's going on? She's tame, but she doesn't really like to be pet that much. She's just curious. Hey, look at you. Look at you. So sometimes when they're all feeding, it's a good time to get a good look at them from behind, where you can kind of see how far they're along. If you look at this one here, you can tell her udder is really starting to bag up. Even that one is starting. So they're probably about 4 weeks away still from lambing. That's why I figure they generally will start breeding the best when September rolls around, even though I put the rams in August. So that's why we're starting to see a lot that'll be ready probably in February. So if you look at her, she's definitely bagging up, but it's far from ready to lamb still. Still got the handling system set up here. We'll likely be doing some more tagging. If not today, then tomorrow. I still got to write on all the tags, so all the new numbers are back order tags finally came, so a little skittish here. It's best to do this right after I fed them corn. That's when they're the most glued to that manger there. Got to remember, these are on pasture probably 60 to 70% of the year, so they aren't all that tame. When they're out on pasture, I go in the pasture, but you don't interact with them the same as when they're in the barn. So ideally it would be nice to shear these, but it being middle of winter, we don't know what kind of weather we're going to get, and this barn not being insulated, we just don't want to do that. So what's going on? All finished?
Yeah. No, come here. You were the tail one. Hi. Hi.
Who's that, Speckles?
No.
All done your chores, little man?
Yes.
Perfect.
Very key.
So I don't know if I really told you what's going on with these lambs that I have here. These are the ones that were stillborn and from my September-October lambing. I've only got about 13 left, and they're all females. So they're for sale for breeding stock purposes. All the ram lambs I sold to the market just before Christmas, where they went for just phenomenal prices. The lamb market this year has just been incredible. I don't know if we've ever had a year like this past year where the prices held so strong, and then the end of the year they were just very high. So that's been a great blessing to us, especially on a year where a lot of people had a lot of uncertainty and concern, or they lost their jobs or whatever. So we're very thankful for that. These ones here are probably spoken for, but someone's supposed to come and take a look at them in the next week or two, hopefully. And if they don't sell, then I'll probably end up just keeping them for myself. The kids are be really disappointed if we ended up selling Fuzzy over there. It's that one over there. She's pretty tame. It was a bottle feed. The other ones aren't so tame. But Sandy here, Fuzzy, she's tame. Always acts like a bit of a rascal. Huh? Look at you. Look at you. Yeah. So this being a family pet, they really don't want me to sell her, but business is business sometimes. And there will be more pets. By the time we're done lambing here, they can make pets out of another 500 or 600 lambs if they wanted. So it is what it is. All right, so this little utility room, we've got it all finished off in here pretty much. The main shell, everything's pretty well insulated. So I think I'm almost ready to move this door here, which goes into our sheep barn, to this spot right here. And then it's all closed in and we can start heating this place. We also want to put a counter with sinks in here. I got to run some light bulbs along the ceiling here and install some plumbing. And then we're almost good to go. We'll have a lot more space to store all of this stuff right here. What a mess. It's all been piled in here because we had a bunch on this little table here that's folded down. So yeah, we're looking forward to this. It's going to be a whole lot better, and it's going to make everything a whole lot more enjoyable to work with. Hey, Blackie.
Oh, here's Blackie.
You coming? There you are. Hey.
Buzz wants the attention.
Oh yeah, look at you. You got a dirty nose. Who are you? You're not so tame. You're gonna play it safe, aren't you? What about you?
Nope.
Throw it right in there. There we go. They like to nibble on some hay once in a while.
Then they're like, yummy. Buzz, you like to don't you? You want to nibble on my hat again? Oh, sheesh. Oh, that's kind of my
You're
head.
gonna eat it right up if you don't watch it.
That almost got to my head. Eat my finger. He like seated my finger.
Never watch it, he's gonna hurt you.
Oh, my fingers only go up to here then. My fingers go up to there.
It doesn't. Be careful.
I bet I know why you named him Fuzzy. Because he's so fuzzy.
He's always been a fuzzy one.
Ow.
We can bite you, you know.
You can't bite me now. If you go too far, Daddy My fingers are right in there, so I can't. Ah.